First, I have to check where Bitcoin is because or actually Ethereum is because I'm holding an Ethereum ETF. I saw Bitcoin had a little bit of a tank yesterday or 2 days or on Saturday. I don't remember which day it was. So oh, this is the weekly chart. Let's see the daily chart. Okay, so it pulled back a little bit to rising support. Okay, because I'm holding this ET. It's probably gonna pull back to mid 90s today. It's a tiny position, so I don't really give a shit about it. I was just thinking, I'll risk $10 to potentially make 100 or something, 200. Nugget looks good. Gold is still below the 20-day, but I think it's just building a bullish flag here. And unless it breaks down, I'm gonna hold Nugget. There's a lot of gold stocks setting up nice bull flags and also some silver names. But Nugget is my go-to. Okta looks great. I've sold about half or so of Okta because it's had a nice move. It had one move off the lows, went sideways, had another leg higher, went sideways, another leg higher. So this is the third leg higher in a short amount of time. I'm being very aggressive in selling it. I just don't think it's gonna keep going straight up. I think it's gonna go to 200, but it probably needs to retest the rising 20. So I've been selling pretty aggressively. I may sell more today. Melee, my biggest position. This one I'm gonna try to hold for a long time, at least to the next earnings report, unless it stops me out first. Vapo is a small position, acting well still, has great earnings, big growth in this time. Excel is building a flag. I just randomly bought this thing when it reported data. It gapped up over a long base, had some big volume out of the gate, and the risk was very low. I bought it 23.16 opening range highs, and my risk was like 22.50. So my risk was what, 75 cents or something, and it went up from that. And now it's maybe later this week or next week we may get another buy setup in it. Livongo, I read up on this company. I think this thing is gonna be 100 plus, 200 plus in a few years. It's a very exciting little niche they're in. Preventive medicine is a big part of it, and this company's service saves a lot of money in employee healthcare plans. So I think it's very intriguing. I still have most of my shares I bought on the guidance here, and maybe in a couple of weeks we get a buy setup in it. It needs to go sideways here a little bit. It's been straight up. SCs, when I'm holding, they report next week, I think. Yeah, on Tuesday next week. Hopefully it can go higher before that. Also one of my favorite companies. Just thinking probably gonna be 100 plus sooner rather than later. Fastly, not one of my favorites, but it's acting really well. Just trailing my stop. Took out the nice IPO base. Gapped up an enormous volume. Look at the volume on earnings day. I probably should have bought more shares, to be honest. I didn't even buy a full position. I bought like 2/3 of a position. Tesla I bought on Friday, gapping down on the China factory numbers, which weren't that great. I think they were down like 65% or something last month, which was expected. So it's not really news, but it's gapping down on that. I think they're gonna take it back green. Codex, damn, it's keep going higher pre-market. Oh, fuck, it just had a pop. We'll see. Maybe opening range highs I'll add if big volume comes in. I already have a position, so I don't really care about it that much. Sheg, really like it. Took out a long base. Looked exactly like, for example, T-Doc did when it gapped up. Took out a long base. Or Dexcom, also another one we bought on stream. Gapped up, or more like Dexcom. Look. Gapped up to the 190s, opening range highs. It was in the 180s even. 180s was the opening range highs. I bought it. I think I sold it like 220s or something, and now it's at 405. Woohoo! I'm not gonna make the same mistake on some of these other ones, like Fastly, or I'm not gonna sell too heavily into strength. I'm just gonna trail them. Cheaper is a nat gas play, looks good. Mark, I'm gonna add to it. I have I sized down a little bit late Friday because it closed week. I had like 500,000 shares, I think, or over 400,000 anyways. And I'm willing to add back a shitload of shares. If this thing goes to 2-3, I wanna be there with like 500,000 shares. BTIQ gapping up. I have some sell orders in higher. acting really, really well. That's that. Then I have some stuff. I have some like extended stocks, a short watch, but these are not something I'm gonna trade out of the gate or something. Maybe if they set up and start showing relative weakness. Then I have some cruise lines on watch. Not really looking to trade them, just stalking them, see how they act. BA, NVAX, this one is gapping higher. Most of these aren't really exciting. TDOC is one that's really exciting though. This one I really like. Building a high tide flag. Yeah, most of these aren't really exciting. They're mostly like, if they set up perfectly, I may trade them. TDOC again. Yeah, XN. I know they had a decent report. Taking out the long base, okay. But you know what? Maybe I'm gonna do some research on it. I saw it gap on Friday, but I didn't give a shit about it because there were better ones, at least what I thought. Sidek got a fast track, not really exciting. Then we have QDEL, really good news. The problem is the stock is a triple. I mean, it's been straight up. I don't know if it's a good buy here. I don't think so. If it had come out of a base, I would be all over this thing. AMC had some Amazon rumors, some FDA news. I'm not really excited about any of these. Mayok had decent FDA news, or actually really good, but it's up, I don't know. It's up a lot. Don't have any confidence in those things. BCR is overextended. Yes, here it is. Yeah, the entry was in the 14s on Friday. I was looking at it then, or lower. I wouldn't chase it here. Oh, I got stopped out of Tesla. Oh, come on. Oh well. Let's see this Codex. I'm willing to add to it, but only if it gets a big volume. I'm not randomly gonna chase it just because it's gapping up over a range. INO is kind of interesting. Right now it's getting rejected off this level, but it's been building relentless higher lows on the 60-minute chart. TDOC is very interesting. Holy shit, TDOC, what a powerful move so far. Oh shit, Codex, I missed to add on this. I added to Mark though, I added another 100,000 shares. And I bought some TDOC. Bought starter TDOC, 3,000 shares. This thing is relentless, absolutely relentless. INO I was looking to add, but maybe a bit later. These vaccine names are strong. Oh, and there goes Mark, and there goes INO, and oh my god, all of these things are going. Yeah, Codex, god, I missed that one. I missed to add to it. It looks great. I was looking to double my position, but yeah, it looks great. I'm gonna raise my stop instead of my existing shares. I'm gonna use the lows of the day on Mark. That's my stop. Wow, INO is straight up too. These credit service stocks are weak. Potentially setting up for shorts again. Codex has great volume. Man, this thing is gonna go to 20 plus. Is there any news on NVAX? Yeah, I saw Crex, but there's no volume in this thing. There's no volume in that thing, unfortunately. mRNA, yeah, I mean, oh man, the entry was on Friday and I totally missed. I didn't miss it. I passed on it. I was looking for it to go sideways a bit more and I fucked this play up. Maybe we get a short on it in the next, maybe later this week. Not happy about the mRNA at all. I should be in it. Why didn't I get an alert on AMD? What the fuck? Holy shit. I was about to miss it. Okay, I just bought 20,000 shares of AMD. Oh my god, I should have been in it a bit earlier. Why didn't I get any alerts on it? This is some serious thing. Okay, my portfolio is full now. I got rid of a little bit of exposure on Friday, mainly on the short side. But I mean, we are in a market just straight up, and new things are setting up all the time. Probably gonna chill out the rest of the day. I have some really good entries on a lot of names. I'm actually selling some Codex into this move. I'm selling like 5% of my position. Not even that. I just sold 3% of my position on Codex. Moving my stop to break even. Oh man, I was about to miss AMD. For some reason, the alert didn't trigger. Or maybe it's lagging. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna trigger in. Maybe I'm gonna get the alert soon. Yeah, now C-Rex is about to go red. Had no volume at all. Better to focus on Mark that has volume. This RCL keeps getting rejected on their declining 50-day moving average. And it's in a big bear flag. I think there may be a shorting opportunity in this thing later this week. NCL, all the cruise lines pretty much. If they set up. Right now they are not completely there yet. So MBR looks intriguing. This thing looks like it wants to double. Just looks like, reminds me a little bit about CHK. I just bought a bunch of MBR. This thing has, I mean, this thing could go to low 20s. There's no resistance until like low mid 20s. It's been relentlessly building higher lows since the reverse split. Reminds me a lot about CHK, and it looks great on the daily and the 60-minute charts. Thin. I bought a small position, 10,000 shares, see where it goes. I'm pretty much risking what, 50 cents to potentially make, or no, 60, 70 cents to potentially make $10. I'll take that risk reward. Tesla is shaping up after the gap down, of course it is. This capper looks interesting, but has no volume at all. Just like this C-Rex, no volume. How do you trade it? The T-Doc volume looks pretty good. Considering this candle is only 20 minutes so far, I'm adding another 3,000 shares on T-Doc. Alright, I have 5,500 shares on T-Doc. Let's go. We're in a momentum market. These kinds of charts work really well. And kind of lows of the day is gonna be my stop like usual. Lows of the day-ish. Mark below VWAP? Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna give it some room. I bought 100,000 shares. 117 and 118 I think it was. Or was it 116, 117? 117 and 118 I think it was. I don't remember. Anyways, I'm going to use that 111 as a stop for those 100,000 shares. I have 440k shares. I may add more if it sets up well, but it better start moving. I want to see big candles. It's just been grinding so far, but I want to see a big candle, like a 50-cent candle, or like a candle where it's up 50% in a day, 40, 70%, or maybe not 70, but you know, like bigger candles than it's putting up so far. Like on this day here, it was up like 60%. On this day here, it was up like 90%. Yeah, that's the kind of candles I want to see. Biggie candles. What's ETIQ doing? I think I saw... No, I had a sell order at 1907 at 19. Holy shit, Codex. Not super happy with my AMD entry. For some reason, the alert didn't trigger. I'm so annoyed by that. I don't know why it didn't trigger, because all the other alerts have been triggering. I would probably have been in it like 20, 30 cents earlier if the alert had triggered like it should have, but it didn't. It is what it is. Thank God I saw someone mentioning on Twitter. I was like, oh, AMD, is it going up? And there it is, breaking out. Ethereum did go a gap below my stop, but it looks like it found some support for this Ethereum ETF, that is. So I lowered my stop a little bit to near the lows of today. And depending on where it closes weak, let's see, 90. If it closes below 98, I'm just going to sell it. All right. Oh, Nugget is weakening. T-Dog, I usually buy opening range highs, and I put the stop near the lows of the day. Like T-Dog, the stop is near the lows of the day. My entry, I had 2 entries. My average is 183.12. My first entry was kind of lower than the other entry, but my average is 183.12. So I'm risking about $5 on the trade. And if I'm right, this thing goes up $50 plus. So it's a good risk reward, in my opinion. The sheepy oil plays keep triggering. I'm not going to add any more exposure. I have a shitload of long exposure. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, 95% of the time when I buy a stock, I put, since I'm not a day trader, you know, I'm a swing position trader. 95% of the time I use lows of the day as my stop. But sometimes I have different, like several stops. Some of these bear flags are very weak. I don't know what to make of this. AAL, yeah, the airlines are weak. UAL, I don't know. There may be a trade coming on these things. Like B8 just couldn't even get above its declining 20-day moving average. It's just so weak, incredibly weak. Zoom short? Oh no. Here? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I was actually looking for a long on this thing, but another alert that didn't trigger. What the hell is going on? This is not great. Oh, I see now. AMD did trigger 3 minutes after open. I see now. Okay, I just missed it. Wait, Zoom triggered also? How did I not see these things? What? Okay, it's me being blind, not the platform, but obviously it's my fault, not the platforms. HZMP, yeah, the entry was on Wednesday when it gapped up on earnings. Yeah, it's getting strong. It's building nicely on the 60-minute chart, bidding higher lows. I think it goes to 50 plus. Dahlia, another one of these weak airlines. Yeah, I think these things may be shorts later this week. They keep building lower highs. Like if you look at Dow 60-minute chart, it's just in this big bearish pennant. Once it resolves to the downside, this thing could go to 15 or something. 10 maybe. I don't know. Same thing with BA. It just keeps building lower highs. It can't rally. All the airline related stocks look like this, and also the cruise lines look the same. I like C-Rex. They're in the right theme, but there's no volume in it. This thing should be trading at least 1 million shares by now, but it's not. I bought small 10,000 anyways. I bought in my smallest account where I own all the piece of shit crap stocks. Let's see if this thing can double. Hopefully it can. Biotech stocks are having big breakouts today. Whew. Wow, Codex straight up. I kind of like this kind of this type of market. It's kind of a oh shit. I was just gonna say it's kind of an autopilot market. Just realized I got stopped out of Nugget. Gonna take a $35,000 loss on this trade. Just jinxed myself in real time. I love it. Bleh. Lost 38k on this trade. Fuck Nugget. I'm not gonna trade the gold theme anymore. I hate gold. I always lose on gold related stuff. I always lose money, except for once when I bought Nugget a couple of years ago. I bought Nugget down here on this breakout from the lows, and then it went up 170% in a few months. That's pretty much the only time I've made money on Nugget on the long side. I have made money on the short side before, I know that. Fucking Nugget. No. Or maybe I'll do. I don't know. Nah, I'm not really much of a gold bug. Some people are just crazy about gold. I mean, if you believe in inflation, I'd rather own real estate, like rentals or something like that, not gold. Something that also something that protects you from inflation, but also like a real asset, but also generates cash flows. That's the problem with gold. It doesn't generate any cash flows. It just sits there. Excel actually has a great long setup here. Exactly. Did you guys see the blog? I have a blog. I mentioned it a couple of times before. It's called Charts and Stories. My first blog post, I went through a study. They pretty much looked at in the Western world housing and equity returns 1870 to 2015. That's like 145 years. The best returns came from housing, like rental properties, because not only do you get the appreciation of the land and the like the tangible stuff, you also get the cash flows, like the rents, and the equities were closely behind. I don't have any rental properties. No, I don't. And instead of getting my own rental properties, I'd rather invest with someone else that takes care of that stuff. I wouldn't want to manage tenants and stuff like that. I don't want to do that. I just want to make money. Let someone else do the hard stuff. You have a rental? I can build a shed in the garden. Oh yeah, full of gold bricks. Imagine that. Imagine having like $1 million worth of gold in your in your shed and keep it unlocked. Oh man. Oh, so you used to live there before, so you didn't buy it and fix it up, and then you didn't buy it for like that purpose. You just came naturally. All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good cash flow, right? As long as you have good tenants. That's I guess is the most important part. You don't want tenants from hell, I guess. What's this LMD? Why is this thing up? They report tomorrow. Like the thing is, I saw it on scan the other day. Is it related to COVID-19? So it's a potential COVID-19 play. Potential. Okay, good to know. So MYOK looks like it's holding below V. Okay, it could be setting up for a potential short here. I don't think I'm gonna touch it because I'm in so much stuff already. Oh wow, NVAX had a nice breakout. Oh, INO is already failing. Had a nice little setup with higher lows. Good thing I didn't buy it. NBR looks like it's about to fail. SCDG.
Yeah.
And EMPH, which is the leader in that sector. I have to dust off the bear flag watch list. I put a lot of these bear flags in this watch list before. See. Yeah, Avis is weak. Looks like it's about to get rejected off the declining 50-day. ERI, not too bad. Spirit Airlines. Looks good place, I think. Save is, I guess, the weakest of the airlines, technically. Gap Stores. calls. But I'm gonna wait for these things to actually start breaking below trend lines. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna get chopped up. Well, what can I say? We are in a bull market. I don't think it is a bear market bounce yet or anymore. I don't know. It just looks. I don't really have much experience with bear market bounces, but since there hasn't really been many since I started trading. I started trading in 2009. 2011, and there's just haven't been many bear market bounces. There's just been a bunch of V-shaped recoveries. Yeah, there really hasn't been any bear market bounces since I started trading, to be honest. Like all the dips we've had, like 2011, there was a little bit of a shop, I remember, from like August to October or so, but it's been mostly up. I don't know. This doesn't seem like a bear market bounce to me. It looks like we're probably gonna go sideways and then resolve higher. But what do I know? I don't know. CAPR broke again. For you with smaller accounts, like this was a good setup in the mid sevens. Could go back to 10, 12 bucks. Yeah, I hope so too. Because I think the worst of the bad news is already out there. Like some of the metrics are going to get worse, like unemployment and stuff. But it's still a lagging indicator. Like I think a lot of people who tried to file for unemployment still haven't got processed. So that those numbers are gonna increase for a bit more. While in reality, I think more people are getting back to work since a lot of states are reopening. So I think things are mostly get better from here when it comes to like news. But I don't know. I mean, the buying pressure so far has been just incredible. And there's so much money on the sidelines. Like the data points I've seen, there's just so much cash on the sidelines and everyone hates this market. Like the bullish sentiment has never been this low for a move like this, for a like 30% move in the indices. It like never happened. Like if you look at the AII data. So I think once people's caution, once the macroeconomic data starts getting better and people start slowly turning more bullish, I think there's just a lot of buying power to thrust this market higher later this year. I don't think we're going to keep going straight up. I think we need to probably digest at least a few months sideways. Why it's better? Because it would have a better range to play. Well, now it's already broke out there. But it would be a tighter range to play against. I just prefer later day breakouts because they, especially if they're on heavy volume, because they tend to be have better follow through, especially on these types of pump stocks. Like if you get a breakout midday, like there's a bigger chance of that failing, in my opinion, or that move failing generally. I think late day buyers are a better indicator. Late day buyers are there to hold and not to trade generally. My only regret on this thing, no, I don't really have any regrets. Look, I made almost 300k. I don't have any regrets on this thing. But wouldn't it have been nice if I had flipped short? Once it was obvious the guy was just bullshitting on the CC, that would have been epic. So far, these stocks are now bouncing. The ones that tried to break lower. We'll see. I'm just gonna wait for them to build more ranges. Maybe we get some ranges later this week on the downside if they want to really break down. Like this SI Green Realty. I'm really bearish on this one. I think it's a commercial real estate name. Not the greatest sector to be in right now with the working from home theme. And a lot of companies trying to get rid of or trying to downsize their offices. This fuel cell, I'm not going to add to it, but it looks really good. Building a nice bullish flag. It's been building higher lows for 2 weeks now. That's a big range here in the low twos, 2 teens. I'm not going to add to it. I'd rather add to Plug and BLD. They're more liquid, but they're, yeah. Hey, look, I have no problem with that price target either. I agree. Hey, I'm all for it. Let it get to 16 bucks. If it goes to 16 bucks and I'm gonna make like 6-7 million on it with the position I have now. Hey, guys. I don't have anything negative to say about that price target. It's a very good price target. Why stop at 16? Why not 26? The thing is, they've been setting up their thermal camera system on this mark at like Win and SPG, which is like a commercial REIT, I think. But I think they're just doing it for free to get publicity. I don't think they're gonna get any big contracts out of it. Maybe they will. I don't know. I doubt it. It's a very pumpish company. They're tweeting non-stop on their corporate account. It's a classic pump stock. Now that doesn't mean it can't go back to 16. Now I see where he got his 16 target, because that was 15 was the highs early 2018 when it was pumped. This mark, now it's getting pumped as a thermal camera company. Back in late 2017 and early 2018, I actually traded this thing when it broke out here, I think, if I remember correctly, when it broke here in the low mid fours. But this was it's been pumped as a 3D augmented reality stock. Yeah, they're always there. Like I remember when this was like an AI stock, went from 8 to 75, and this mark, they were pumping this mark as a sympathy play. This is an old pump stock. Yeah, we'll see. Wow, 130s, setting up for a big trade. They're a very versatile company. Another one. Which company is it? Like, it's so funny. You look at the chart. It always it's been a Bitcoin company. It's been an AI company. It's been a little bit of everything. It's a COVID-19. I think they're pumping it as a COVID-19 play now. It's so funny. Like, every year it goes up several 100% on a new theme. What company is that? Oh yeah, this AIM is another one. It's the old HEB. So now they're pumping as a coronavirus play. Before they were pumping it as a Zika play. And before that, it was Ebola. Oh god. And before that, I think it may have been the bird flu and the swine flu. They never produce anything. Some of these stocks, they should just suspend trading in these stocks. They're just such scams. Oh man, there's just so many of these. CREX, FRSX. This could be, if it goes to like $3, it's gonna be one of my biggest trades ever. So this thing, I'm a little bit excited about it. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit excited about it. This ARCT is another COVID-19 vaccine stock. It's building a high tide flag here. Ideally 1 or 2 more days of sideways action, but if it breaks higher, it's gonna go to 60, I think. Looks really good. MBR is breaking highs of the day. Holy shit, what? It's going straight up. Ooh. Holy shit, this mark is already a big trade. Guys, anyone else has this mark? I've been on this mark for like 2 weeks. Every day I've been talking about it. Please, guys, tell me you have it. You have no excuse of not owning this stock. From lower, obviously. Yeah, para to 5. Why are you so bearish on it, Dean? Dean, I don't want any bears on this thing. I think 16 is the minimum target for this thing. Don't be so bearish. 5 is for losers. No, 5 is for losers. No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding, man. Anyone that doesn't have at least a 16 target on mark should please leave the chat. No, just kidding. I'm really happy you guys have it. Yeah, that's the target from Twitter. I heard someone on Twitter had 16 target on it. That's why I said you're bearish with your 5 target. I don't want any bears on mark in my chat. Nah, we'll see where it goes. I'm just gonna trail my stop, and then we'll see what happens on earnings. Hopefully, it will make a sick move. And if mark is $2 in pre-market tomorrow, I'm not gonna do the stream. Just kidding. Take care, guys. When you are in a bunch of 5-star setups, all you have to do is shut the fuck up and hold it, and then just wait, and you're gonna be happy a few hours to a few days to a few weeks later. Oh my god, that's one hell of a candle. Holy shit.